Can you tell me something real quick?
Sure, what?
What's Yosemite Sam's real name?
Samuel Rosenbaum.
Duly noted.
Are you just gonna stand there and stare at me?
Yes.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Do you know where the bathroom on the second floor is?
I do. It's on the second floor.
Uh.
Hey, let's do a quick one. Let's do some Pringles Wavy. Today we've got roasted jalapeno and sweet and tangy barbecue. I'm sure everybody and their mother's probably at least reviewed one of these. What the hell? We'll have a face-off. It's funny with the food reviews with Pringles. For a long, long time in my life, I was the only person I ever met or knew that actually, if you went to their house and opened the cabinet, actually had Pringles. I was a big supporter of the Pringles, but then they literally went from $1 for like years. Upon years upon years, they were always $1 for a tube. Then overnight, they were $1.49. And then like a week later, Lay's comes to town, and they're $1. I'm sorry, Pringles. As much as I love you, you don't increase the price by 50 cents and then bring in a competitor at a lower rate and think you're going to get by. What's funny is, I started out kind of hating the Lay's, but then after a couple weeks, now when I try the Pringles, at least the regular Pringles, they seem like a chip that's been out in the open and they're just not quite crunchy. I always knew they weren't real chips anyway, but boy, that was the worst decision. That was the worst decision Pringles ever made, was opening themselves up to having competition. Surprisingly, hey, look, I don't have to go anywhere for a close-up. There you go. That's awesome. Yeah, look at them chips. Actually, look how far down they are before you get to chips. Jalapeno and the sweet and tangy barbecue. Well, at least I can see those are wavy. Sweet and tangy, my friends. There it is. And I managed not to spill any. Chip 1. That's never the face you want to see. Let's see if we can get into that. Chip 2. I'm giving the actual score for this after I do the jalapeno. I'll give both scores at once so we can do kind of a head-to-head. But I'll say this. My brain went immediately into how a ruffled type, wavy type chip should taste. And because I've strayed from Pringles, their own fault. Now when I try them again, it's back to this, they taste like they're flat. The crispiness I expect from a wavy, ridged chip. No. Okay, remember, I'm going to give the grade in a minute, but just briefly while it's on my mind. The flavor, sweet and tangy, is more like, I don't know, overly sweet and painful. I don't think overly sweet and painful is as catchy as sweet and tangy, but hey, it may catch on. Next, the fire roasted jalapeno. Boy, those are some white chips. I like this not having to move for a close-up. I just move my arm closer. Fantastic Four sound effect. Reed Richards, when he used to stretch his arm.
Transforming their leader, Reed Richards, into the plastic-skinned Mr. Fantastic.
I'll see if I can find the sound effect and I'll add it right here.
Skinned Mr. Fantastic.
Even as a tween, a young child on my way to being a teenager, that sound effect, I always wondered if when Mr. Fantastic went to the bathroom.
Skinned Mr. Fantastic.
Bite one. This one has the crunch. That one's lacking. I'll have to do some research because I just assumed they were the same thing and they had different stuff spray painted on them. Chip 2. Chip 3. Hey there! Did you find the bathroom?
I did. Great direction, thank you. But I do have another question for you.
Before you ask, I know that it looks like I'm doing the job here, but and I am. I do work here. Why not get some help? So I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, okay, well, okay.
The question is this. This is the new Pringles Wavy. Reach your hand in there and grab one. Give it a try, but don't say anything. Crunchy. This is a Sweet and Tangy BBQ. Reach in there and get one. Yeah. Give it a try. Somebody somewhere thinks this is an ASMR video. It's not. I'm not going to start rubbing your temples. Now then, my question for you. Which did you prefer?
Sweet and tangy.
Why?
The flavor came off of it better. It was lighter.
Did you like the flavor better?
I did because I can hardly taste the flavor on the other ones.
Did you like the chip better?
Yes, because it was not as crunchy. It was just crunchy enough. The other one was like crunching on rocks.
And what was your question today, ma'am?
Oh, what time does the bathroom close?
Well, apparently, hours ago. I just, sometimes you solicit an opinion and you get what you get. Here's my grades. My opinion of the Pringles Wavy Sweet and Tangy BBQ was not so great. Yeah, the flavor came off of it all right. The flavor could have stayed on it and stayed on the truck and went back to where it came from. And the chip was soft. 72. The Pringles Wavy Jalapeno, on the other hand, was a sensory delight. It was crispy, and it had a nice flavor. It had a nice roasted jalapeno flavor where I actually tasted the jalapeno. It didn't scorch my tongue. It would be great with a sandwich, and it wouldn't overpower it. 87. That's all for now. If you ever see me out and about, and I'm holding some chips, you too may be in a video, or at least the sound of your voice, because I can alter that and don't need, your permission. Until next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on all social media. Mr. Happy 0121. And apparently, weird woman walking around the mall. I think that's too long for a title, so we'll just leave her Mr. Happy.